feel like going to work tomorrow, guys.
Oh, you'll have a good time tomorrow. All these good memories.
You need a day of rest after this, right?
Rest. You're not kidding. Where are we going? Towards the clubhouse.
Okay.
Good shot there. I've seen a lot of improvement here since I saw you last summer. Where I see you're beginning to get the lag. You're getting here in the transitions. You're getting to the left, and you're sustaining it by keeping going. So impact's better. You're further through the shot in here when you get there. I love the way you've got your routine, you know, and I saw you in game mode there yesterday. You stuck with a routine. You took the practice swing and you sustained shot after shot. You know, it's getting there. And I think you just keep going on that track that you're going, and you're going to reach all the goals.
The nice thing that you do, Harry, is, and that's when we go on a golf course a lot, you're able to leave the mechanics back and you're out there playing golf. You can see that. And a lot of guys go on the golf course, including me, and we're thinking too much mechanics, but you're going out there and you're actually playing the game. You're trying to score. And that's why this year you shot in the 70s, because you're able to leave it on the range you go to the golf course. Now, there are some things that we both feel you have to do. Number one, I think just, again, continue to free the shoulders up. You know, and then eventually you're going to have to put a lot more speed in your hips at the right time against a straight left leg, not a bent left knee. And that's going to produce a lot more turn through the ball. And that's what you got to, that's to me is the final step of your swing.
The problem, Ken, is that when I try to do it too hard, that's when my mechanics fall apart. You know?
Right.
It's like when I try to make it a much longer swing or try to turn my hips faster, I feel like my mechanics.
But see, when he tried to hit it harder, this goes faster instead of this.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's a pretty
he needs
normal
to feel
thing.
more fire downstairs.
But if you keep, then have to back up a little, go again, back up, go again. But that's a normal progression with that, I think.
Here, get up to the ball. To me, again,
Go to the ball. So to me, it's just staying free here and getting this back here where this produces return. Yeah, right there.
I was really watching.
Not where you're all jammed up into your.
I was really watching that with Martin when he was hitting. I mean, he was getting his shoulder back.
he gets it that far in that side of the net.
Yeah, I know. He was getting that shoulder really great extension, and then his hips just fly, and it explodes.
But you're so much farther through the ball than you were.
Yeah.
You know, so it shows that you can, and then you can take it to the next level.
Right. Just keep trying to improve a little bit.
May
And
not
then
have
10 years from now,
overnight.
we'll get it. I like that.
And that's got some pop to it.
That
Look at
time
your
you
balance at the finish.
That was a good golf swing here.
And I think as he learns to drive with the legs, his left leg's going to straighten up. The driving is going to straighten it for you. You're not even going to have to try to do that if you drive
I don't
right.
think you need a big, long backswing. I think you need a good coil and get where you're comfortable here. You know, you don't need to feel like you have to get a lot further back. But if you could just keep that right side turning back away from the ball and don't let the shoulders jam up like that. I like that. That's all you need.
That's from the top. That's where it's just not point.
This way here.
Where I'm seeing the ball flies higher, that's
Impact.
because of better release of this lower body. Your head's back, but you're through. That produces laying down through it.
And we don't have the camera in front, but I guarantee you what you're going to see, and which we always see. What do we see at impact? We always see this, and you and I always see this. We never see this. So you have impact.
Mm-hmm.
So once you produce the speed with impact, you're going to hit the ball a lot longer.
It wasn't quite as good, was it?
No.
So you could feel it.
Just hard.
It didn't give you that crisp contact that time. Yep. Or sometimes I see when you try to do that, try to turn harder, you actually get harder with your hands. That's when maybe back up just a little bit, soften it, and turn through. You don't want to end up trying to do that and then hitting harder with your hands, and that's when you get it fat. It's got to be kind of spontaneous. There you go. To me, as you near the top of the backswing, you're going left, then you're already there. If you go here and try to, and that's when you get this, but you're going left, and that's what your practice swing, I'm seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing you're going left, actually, before you get to the top.
Not a problem.
Here, Ron. I was saying something, see if you agree, but I'm seeing him beginning to, as he's completing his backswing, to start to go left.
Better, yeah, better.
And that's getting him back to the ball better. If you wait till you get to the top, that's hard. It's got to be starting there before you actually get back, and that increases lag and width of the ball.
It's a transition with
It's
this.
the core tempo thing.
Yeah, I
And
think
your practice swing shows it. I love.
that's what gets this lag loading. I mean, at the same time that that's happening, I feel it in my wrist.
You're cocking as you're shifting.
Right.
And I heard a lot of swings yesterday in the practice swing.
With the
I
loop.
heard noise.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. That's training yourself to do that.
How's that feel, Harry?
It, that time I stayed a little open, but the lag felt good, but I held on a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You had good lag, you just didn't quite square it.
Yeah, just came through like this instead of.
Harry, show Roy some of the drills that I developed with you. Down to parallel and then left. Show some of the real short drills that you did in your net a lot. That we worked out to develop that patience thing where your shaft's coming all the way down to the parallel position.
A lot of my work's come from Ken. It's been watching a lot of the Grady stuff with starting from static positions and just sort of getting to here and then trying to go like that.
Yep.
And getting this over here, so I'll take one of these and try to think about this position and just and keeping this right shoulder moving through, and then
he used to swing way in and up.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, so that's good.
I mean the major change in my swing is that I used to get too far inside and then I'd come up like this.
Right.
And it would look like the club was coming out of my neck or my head, as opposed to now trying to feel more like the club's coming up here. So one of them is just to start from here from a static position and do that, like this. Another would be to do this, go to here and then to here and then do that.
Yeah.
You
Do a lot of
You
that.
get quite a bit of pop and speed, but man, that's got a pop to it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
impacting the ball.
That's some of
really
the
good
drills
from
that
there.
we put into
That's
play for
good.
him.
Here, 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 and then, well, that time I didn't get it.
And I think that's making him use his body more because
Well, it also really helps your hand-eye coordination because it's not that easy
Right.
to get the
Right.
ball from a static position. You almost can't go left enough, you know? It's like,
Right.
I mean, even when I feel like I've gone so far left that it's, when I look at it on tape, I'm not that far left. It's still
Right.
a lot of times coming out higher than I would want it to.
come take a look. Let's look at that last
The more
shot.
left I go, the more I
Speed,
feel
more
like
speed you're going to get, right? More snap. The more you eliminate hitting the ball fast.
See that last one?
Now watch, now watch your hips go a lot. See? There. See? I like that. So, in the past when he did that, it got him steep. We just kept doing it until he learned to shallow it out. Because when I have him doing that at first, and see, you can kind of see. Now the arms are going to kick out. Right there, it is. Now from there, see, he's starting to get much more open. Now, to me, what we've got to continue to work on is, see, our left leg stays a little more bent longer through the golf ball. So eventually, I think the leg will start to straighten up a little better.
The thing that I think is huge that I'm still struggling with was what we were talking about the other day about this knee kicking in a little bit too early instead of sort of moving like this. That's something I'm really going to work hard on.
That's nice. The thing nice about it is the ball no longer goes left to right anymore, does it? It's more of a right to left draw. But you feel like you're cutting across the ball, but you aren't. Here, watch this. You like that, Roy?
I like that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Drop it right in there. Now, boom.
Look at that. Right there. And then now how the shaft disappears. Look at that.
And you can be more left even than
See,
that. a little bit
see
left.
this angle here? This coming up like this, I want that to be flat.
Right. You want that like Martin's over here.
Yeah, Martin.
Over there.
I mean, Martin gets so far left, and when he comes up here, this is parallel to the ground. Mine's still...
Right. Can you move the camera?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get some grass here.
He'll move the camera over a little bit.
It's not a good right angle, but
You
the
want me
last
to...
couple of
I
slides.
can come back.
Yeah, that's good.
Aim a little more left. There you go.
These are kind of tight lies in here.
That shouldn't bother a player.
So if he gets a bad lie or tight lie, that's when he tries to help it up.
Yeah.
If you hit the ball right, you're hitting the ball, not the turf.
Sure.
So it shouldn't matter. But mentally it does, but
There you go.
didn't matter that swing.
Well, that was one of your best swings of the day.
Yeah. Well, I was really thinking about going left if you're impact.
Okay.
I like the set up like you're gonna hit it. Right there. I feel like you're gonna bump me before you start down. That's that flat right there. And that's just as you're going back, you bump, post up, that's gonna straighten your leg and then drive hard. But get there. If you get short of it, the leg doesn't straighten out.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's going to quit on right there.